Next question. Hola, Sarah. I'd like to learn more about perfumery, mathematics, proportions, limits and scaling. I think I'll have to do a whole film again on that. There is one. The maths in perfumery is probably more important than knowing about chemistry. Practically speaking, when we are doing day-to-day mathematics, there are no chemical reactions that we have to worry about. I mean, one shift space might form, in which case you'll know because your perfume's gone bright pink. But otherwise, nothing much happens. You need to know chemistry if you're going to go into the technical side of perfumery. I mean, it helps to understand. But on a day-to-day basis, I'm not sitting there looking at my chemistry book, seeing what to do. I am, however, using my calculator. It's not complicated maths. I have done complicated maths, and it was such a long time ago, I've pretty much forgotten it all. But it leaves you with a kind of vestigial ability to cope with common or garden everyday maths. What you need to know is, okay, for example, I have this at 100%. I need to dilute it to 20%. So I need to know how much ethanol to add. Percent just means parts per 100. It's just Latin for out of every 100. And if you see it like that, it's so much more useful. We are dealing with everything in parts. They're all ratios. If I put one of those compared with two of those, how does that scale up? Well, you'd add 100 to 200. You'd add 20 to 40. You just multiply by 2. You might, parts per 100 is just easier because they're nice round numbers. If you start adding up parts per 73, that makes your maths a bit more complicated. So if you possibly can, deal in nice big round numbers. A kilogram is 1,000 grams. So if you're dealing with percentages and you've got it nicely to add up to 100 and you want to make a kilogram, you just times everything by 10. What I'd say is the more you do it, the more you suddenly go, oh, is that it? As adults, I think we forget to practice stuff. We forget how hard it was to learn a thing. How hard was it to learn long division? And since the invention of the calculator, probably a lot of you never did have to learn long division, by hand. But then we've come to rely on calculators to do it all for us. There are apps you can use to do your perfume maths, and that speeds it up. But if you don't understand the perfume maths, there's a much higher chance of you getting it wrong, just accidentally putting a decimal point in the wrong place. Get the calculator out, just go through some formulas and see if you can work out where all the sums came from. Because honestly, the more you practice, the easier it becomes. It's like anything. Cycling, writing poetry, just drawing sketches, anything. Maths becomes easier, the same as other things do with practice. And I'll do some more detailed films. But just don't be scared, because the maths that we're using in perfume it's not the hard stuff, honestly. I've forgotten all the hard stuff. I can still do the perfuming.